Hello. What is up, guys? I am back with another video, and today's video, by the title, my experience with anabolics. Let's get a little zoom in here because we're gonna get nice and close and personal. But first, now that is beautiful. I apologise if my pug is jumping in the shot constantly just making noise, but you know what? She's a part of the video now. First off, my experience with anabolics, right? When did I start? I started, let's check the dates here. We'll refer back to, hello. We'll refer back to Instagram so I can see when. It was it was during the prep for my second show. So let's have a look. I believe it was June of, what year? It was June of 2019 and we are now in 2022. So this is year 3 on anabolics. What's the first things I can say? Well, I started about 200 pounds in body weight. I weren't overly muscular and lean. I went to the gym and stuff like that, but not overly muscular as you'd see most bodybuilders would be. But when I started on the prep, so I didn't really have that time to really take advantage and build the muscle. I just used it as a tool to get me into shape for that show. And then obviously on the back end of that, that's when I started really putting on size, leading up till today, where I'm 245 pounds as of this morning, which is a very big weight gain in just literally just under 3 years now. Just under 3 years. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put up, I've got some questions from Instagram, from people that follow me, some of my friends. I'm gonna answer some of them. Let's start with the first one. We've got the first question from Matt. Why have you not got your bloods done since you started? He's called me out there. I'll tell you what, there's not any necessary reason why I haven't. I just haven't. That's why I say, when it comes to this stuff, you really do just need to get your bloods done. You need to keep your health in check and everything like that. And it's just very important to do so. And me being me, that's why I say don't do what I do or what I say, because I'm not a prime example. I don't want you doing anything I do. And like another disclaimer, I am not a doctor. Anything I do say in this video, I do not want you to take as advice to do. Okay? Obviously I say don't do it because this is my choice. Okay? The only reason why I do this, like the primary factor as to why I started, was because I wanted to do bodybuilding, right? And I came to the realization of, at the end of the day, I would have to eventually, and I thought, let me start early. I did start early, but I did have about 8 years of training under my belt. And I say, if anyone ever wants to start, first off, don't do it unless you want to compete. That's like a big no-no. Don't do it unless you want to compete, okay? Because it's just not worth doing otherwise, because you've got to weigh up the risk to reward ratio, really. It's just not worth your health in the longevity if you want to be mindful of your health. So I'd never say do it unless you want to do it as bodybuilding. But then going from there, what would I say? I'm losing track of thought. Mind fuel. But yeah, I would never suggest anyone to do it unless they would want to do bodybuilding. Of course, it is your own choice at the end of the day. But going based on that, I'd say you at least want minimum 5 years experience in the gym of solid hard work and training to build a really, really good foundation at first. You don't want to have any less than that, ideally anyway. So yeah, so that is Matt's question asked. I saw the question and I thought, trust him to ask that question, but you know what? No, it's a fair question. So if you're gonna do bodybuilding, get your health and your bloods done. Like, get it checked, get it all worked up, make sure everything is on point, because it is important, okay? Excuse me, can I take my seat back? This little madam, come here, look, come here. You gonna sit here? You can sit here with me. Right, let's move on to the next question. Right, this next question is from another friend of mine, Brian. He asks, what's your first cycle like? Dose, feeling, and overall progress. Gonna run my first one soon. First off, I am never gonna disclose any dosages that I take, because I may not be big on YouTube or anything like that, or social media in general, but I do not want what I take, or like, say for instance, if I was to disclose what I was to take, I do not want someone to be influenced by me telling people that and then them deciding to take that. So I'm never going to disclose dosages, but my first cycle was, as I was going into a prep, I took a long-lasting ester of test. It then moved to, not only that, it was tren, which you should not start that early in bodybuilding, I know. And then it was also, obviously on the later and back end, there was stuff called Winstrol and Clen, and those obviously they help to, obviously, with the whole like burning fat, keeping that metabolism high, like getting the body just running through things and stuff like that. Again, I am not an expert, so if I say anything wrong of like what stuff does or what it helps with, don't quote me on it, because I am not an expert by any means necessary. Okay, but then he goes on to say like feeling and overall progress. I'll tell you what, my first feeling with my first cycle, as I was going into prep, because it was a little bit different. Are you chewing on my? She's chewing on my shorts. Thank you for that. But yeah, going into it, like I said, yeah. So as it was being my first cycle, going into prep as well, it would have been a little bit different. But overall, I felt more energized. I felt like I just had more energy, more output in the gym, and everything like that. And I think, like, obviously with tested in general, I feel like you're just gonna get that basis where your body's output's gonna be higher. You're gonna be able to push more. You're gonna feel stronger. You're naturally gonna feel like you can work harder and for longer as well. And then obviously when the tren was introduced, first off with tren, when I was at that point of prep, tren does make you get very, very sweaty and very hot very easily, and I feel like a side effect from tren that most people would probably occur from is you'd possibly get some back knee or just general acne, or even, I wouldn't say people get aggressive from taking tren, but I feel like they get more impatient as a person, and maybe little things would annoy them a little bit more or annoy them a little bit quicker, and stuff like that. So I mean, you take that as you will, and then obviously with the Clen and the Winstrol, I noticed maybe a little bit higher heart rate averagely, which did worry me a little bit the first time round, but second time round I didn't have any issues like that. Do you mind? She's really chewing on my shorts here. You can just see it in the corner. Look at her, you little naughty one. Why are you doing that? Eh? As I was saying, with the Clen and Winstrol, yeah, I had a little bit of worry, but like I said, second time round I was all good in that sense. Other than that, yeah, I mean, so far not many side effects in the worst kind of ways possible anyway. But yeah, let's move on to the next question is from another friend of mine, Hayden. Do you blast and cruise or cycle on and off, and your opinion on both methods? First off, I haven't been completely off any anabolics in about the 3 years. I decided to go with the whole blast and cruise method because genuinely I feel like at first the whole thought of coming off, at first I didn't like, because I was like, I'm really loving how I'm feeling, everything like that, and I got into that mentality of I didn't want to stop, which is not good. So yeah, so far all I've been doing is blasting. No, not blasting. So far all I've been doing is cruising and blasting. I took a long cruise and I've not actually done that many blasts. Saying that, most of the time it's been cruising to obviously been safe and stuff like that, because I haven't done many shows. Typically I'd want to blast leading up to a show beforehand to really pack on some size and some muscle and some really good quality tissue. But yeah, so far I've just been blasting and cruising. Obviously there is a place for coming completely off if you really want to get health in check and stuff like that. So I feel like it really depends on the person when it comes to what they start or what their coach suggests, for instance. Whether they blast or cruise or whether they do come completely off and go through TRT and everything like that, it's really just down to the individual. But I feel like both methods are fairly safe, because not only when it comes to coming completely off, you're going to go through not a TRT. I said TRT before, but that's wrong. You're going to go through a I can't remember what it's called now. My brain fog. Basically, you're going to take some supplements, and it's going to help basically get all your hormone levels back to normal. Don't quote me on any of that. I can't remember the actual method. My brain is not working today. But yeah, obviously when you come completely off, you take some supplements, like I said, and all your hormone levels get back to normal. And obviously with blasting and cruising, what you typically would find is you go down to a cruising dose of testosterone, which typically would be what a doctor would prescribe, like the same sort of level. So that's why I deem it's not safe at the end of the day. All of this is not safe, but it's safer than some other methods of just taking all year round, because that is generally not safe. So by blasting and cruising, you are coming down to that base level of testosterone, just to keep it coming through the system and everything like that. I feel like, that's what I do. I feel good, I feel healthy. I don't necessarily, my dog is having a right. Is that your slipper? No. But yeah, as I said, I feel like any method really of the two, they're both fairly safe. It's just really just down to the individual at that point. I think I need another sip of this monster. What are you doing? This is not hers. This is my dad's slipper, and she is chewing it. Look, what are you doing? It's over there. Play fetch. Right, next question we got from my old schoolmate, Jaden. He is also starting YouTube, so if you want to, I will link his Instagram in the description, and you're going to go to his Instagram, and then when he comes out and posts his YouTube and then starts posting videos, you'll be able to find them there. He asked, did your opinion / outlook on bodybuilding change during or after in any way? Well, when I very first started bodybuilding, I did not know anything to do with the source of anabolics, anything like that. I didn't know a damn thing. I started going to the gym, I heard about bodybuilding, I did a men's physique show, I prepped myself, I got in good shape. I did it completely naturally, and yeah, I did that all completely naturally. And then going into it, obviously I learned a bit more. I started like really following like the bigger bodybuilders, Chris Bumstead, Regan Grimes, everyone like that. So I'd say, you know what, my outlook on bodybuilding hasn't necessarily changed. I've definitely learned more, but I don't think going from not knowing anything about it to knowing about the anabolics, knowing about the dangerous sides and stuff like that, I wouldn't necessarily say my outlook has changed, because I feel like when you're passionate about something and you've got a real drive to do something, I feel like it'd be very hard to sway your opinion on that. Like, maybe as a kid you wanted to be a race car driver, or you wanted to be an F1 driver or a rally car driver, and then you looked into like the dangers of it, for instance. That wouldn't necessarily sway you if it's really like in your heart and it's something you really want to do. Yeah, if that's really something you want to do, it's going to be hard for you to be swayed. She's gone and got the other one. I'm taking it off you. I hope you know that. And what? But as I was saying, the pinnacle of the question, obviously, has my outlook or opinion changed? I feel like my outlook, my opinion, genuinely, no. I still love bodybuilding. I still love the whole premise of it. I understand it more, but my genuine outlook, I feel like my outlook has become smarter. I've definitely learned more, and I've learned about like obviously ways to be safer, ways of definitely training smarter, obviously learning about anabolics. You get into the real swing of it, you start learning, obviously with taking and stuff like that, you just get, it gives you a sort of wider outlook on it, and you can really just learn more about it, I guess. I'm not too much sure what to say about that question. Question number 5. We have got Mr. Josh Lee Spooner. He says, what's it like taking roids just to remain smaller? Then he proceeds to tag himself. Well, Josh, what does it feel like to have a smaller No, on a real note, you know what it is? Some people are they're just genetically blessed, such as, he's gonna really love me inflating his ego here, just as Josh is, because I remember when I was a skinny little runt, when we would first train, when we used to go to the same gym, and his legs were literally like fucking tree trunks. So he can appreciate me inflating his ego here. So I guess some people just genetically blessed to put on size. I mean, he went from being a bit of a bigger kid and then came down, and I'd say that is easier physically, but it's obviously harder mentally. I agree, it's definitely harder mentally to do that. I say and then going from skinny to big, that's definitely harder physically, I'd say, in my opinion. But yeah, the premise of the question, how does it feel being smaller while taking roids? It's not great. I wonder if my stuff actually works. Got me questioning my stuff now. Thanks for that. But yeah, what is my experience with anabolics in general so far has been good. That's all I can really say about it. It's been good. I haven't really had any side effects. I haven't really had too many issues or any health worries and stuff like that. I've been fairly safe. I've kept the dosage to a very minimal amount, as much as possible. Do you mind? Because I wanted to stay safe and I want to leave room for increasing it. I don't want to just jump to however much and not have any room to then therefore increase that. And because if I did that, there's no room. Like, I haven't got that wiggle room to really go, and then it's going to only shorten the life expectancy of my bodybuilding career. Because at the end of the day, my goal is to be not Miss Olympia and Classic Physique. My expectations are not that high. I just want to step on that stage. I just want to go to the Olympia as an IFBB pro, knowing I have worked my damn hardest. I just want to get on that stage. That's all I want to do, and that's why I started taking anabolics, because I realised I'm gonna need to be able to get there. Like, I'm not the most genetically blessed person. I work hard, I really do, and I feel like that's a stigma. People would probably find that people on anabolics, they don't work hard or anything like that. It's cheating and stuff like that. I tell you what, you get the average person that goes to the gym right now, they don't know much. If you start injecting them with anabolics and stuff like that, you won't see as much growth compared to someone who knows what they're doing. No, you won't. Not at the end of the day, because it's the hard fucking work, and it's the knowledge of training and nutrition and everything like that that really comes into it. The whole point of anabolics is to really just help progress that at a faster rate, because all anabolics really do, it just allows the muscle to recover faster, build faster, and to contract harder at the end of the day. So it's basically like getting given the super soldier serum from Captain America, and you can just do things a little bit better than everybody else. It's what it is, really. Let's see if I've got any more questions that have come through. No, there is no more. Well, I hope I've answered everyone's questions to my best capabilities. One quick battery change later. Needed to change that battery because it was getting very, very low. Hello, do you want to come sit? No? Okay, you don't love me. Yeah, so I hope I've answered everyone's questions to the best of my abilities. If you guys did like this video, or if you have any comments down below, by all means drop the comments. Like, if you didn't get a chance to put on my poll on my questions tab on Instagram, by all means please drop a comment down below if you want to have any more questions about my experience with anabolics. I feel like I've explained it the best I can. Of course, I haven't been on it for that many years now, so there's not a lot to sort of entail and tell about it and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess that'll be it for the video. I'm currently playing tug of war with my pug as I outro this video. This is very good content, Daisy. Thank you very much. She actually looked at the camera. Actually, you know what? Come sit with me. Come sit while I outro the video. I hope you guys did. Sit still. I hope you guys did like this video, and I hope you guys did like this video, and fuck's sake. If you guys did like this video and do want to see more content like this, it's going to be coming your way. Please leave any suggestions for any kind of content you do want to see down in the comment section down below. And again, if you like this kind of video and you want to see more, and if you're just new here, just click that subscribe button, click the like button. Why not? It's not going to hurt. It's free. Do it. Just I can see you. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to wait a sec. Have you done it yet? No? Well, do it now. I'll wait. You got? No? Okay, whether you have or haven't, you should be doing it by now. But yeah, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.